Was geht up? Hey, I know most of you are asking, now Trump is in office from January next year. Will it affect my visa DV lottery? Yeah? Or green card selection? Yeah? Today is the last day. They extended because of elections in the US. So, DV lottery is there. It has been there even before Trump. It has been there even before Obama administration. Yeah? So, what Trump is trying to say is that he'll be in the office, and the first thing he'll do is stop the illegal immigration. Illegal, but legal migration is allowed in the US. So for him, he's going to tackle the issue about Mexico and other African countries. You know, Trump, he's a truthful man. So he said the first 100 days in the office, he's going to tackle the immigration crisis and also build the wall. In the first time, he did a lot of stuff, but Supreme Court did not allow Trump to deport people or do this and this. But right now, he has Supreme Court like 6-3. Everything will be passing. Like if he makes the law, it passes. If he does this, it passes, yeah? So he said that if you go to the US and you are seeking asylum, you have to go back to your country. Like if you are Mexican, you have to go to Mexico, and then they hear your asylum case, and then they determine whether they can issue with a visa or anything they want. If you're an African, you go back to your African. So Trump administration will be working. So before it was like 1 year. If you go in the US seeking asylum, it was like 1 year. So still waiting like your status, if they allow you or not allow you. But when he enter the office, it will be like 180 days, 180 days, and then everything is done. He wants to how do you call it? Make the process more easier and faster. Yeah. If you want to go to the US, you're gonna be checked if you are mentally fit. Yeah. You don't go to the US and harm their citizen. So I think he is right. Yeah. He's the president. He can do whatever he wants. So will the Trump administration affect the visa process or the DV lottery selection? Yes, because once a president comes to the office, he brings his people. New administration, like if we have a Kenyan ambassador to the US here in Kenya, US ambassador in Kenya, she will have to leave the office because Trump will select other people. And then if like it's like running my own house. I take my mother in that bedroom, I take my brother in that bedroom. For example, I take my sister in the other bedroom, and then I make my own laws, and then he has Supreme Court. I've told you Supreme Court in the US is very important. So he has his people in the Supreme Court, and if he says this law should be passed, everything will be passed. Do you know his first term, he used to make laws, but the Supreme Court, yeah, so it was difficult. But now he has the powers. Then refusal rates will be so high, yeah? My friend, refusal rates will be so high because they're trying to minimize people entering the US. If you don't have a genuine reason to visit the US, you won't get the visa. Just go there, 5 seconds, yeah, because you apply your whole things, you apply everything online, you submit your documents, and then the day of the interview, when you go there, 5 seconds, they have already determined whether they are giving you the visa or not, because at the US Embassy, they don't rely on physical, how do you call it, physical interview, like you are there, and then I'll determine whether I'll give you a visa. No, before you go to the interview, they have already determined whether they'll give you a visa or they won't issue a visa. So that's the good thing about US Embassy. They give you results on the spot. Good thing about the US Embassy, they'll give you results on the spot. Other embassies, they'll tell you to wait for 1 week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, like the UK Embassy. Yeah, so you have to wait like 3 weeks to know whether you've been issued with a visa or not. But in the US Embassy, my friend, so good. You will know your fate on that day when you go there. You go there, you find people, they are like disappointed. They submitted everything. The documents were good. They give you even their bank statement, title deeds, their deeds, car, logbook. My friend, US Embassy is the best embassy. Yeah, that's why I love US Embassy. They will tell you everything on the spot. Like no. For now, you won't be issued with a visa, and then they give you. But if you go to US Embassy, one thing I want to tell you. If they say they won't issue with a visa, ask them, what did you go wrong? Yeah, and what should you do next time? It's the best way, like, to interact with them. Like, so I haven't gotten the visa. What did I make mistake, or what the refusal? They'll give you a genuine answer. Like, we did not give you this one, because they will give you like a letter stating that they won't give you a visa because they decided that when you go here you'll do like this, or you did not have enough funds, or you did not. But that's not enough. Just ask them, like, you've denied me visa. What did I do wrong, and what should I improve next time? Yeah, quick question. So you have to be prepared. Yeah, if you are denied DV lottery, try again next year, and the next year, and the next year. Don't give up until your last breath. If your dream is to make it in the US, you can try it. There are a lot of other ways you can go to the US. Go to the internet, Google about school. Because my friend went there, he had everything. This guy is very rich. He's earning like 700,000 Kenya shillings every month. But he went there and he was denied visa. Because of what? I don't know what happened. They didn't give him like a genuine answer, like not give him because of this and this. Because he had paid even the school fees. Like, you have to pay like 30%, and then the school will send you something. I don't know about school visas or study visas. So make sure you work on your documentation. Documentation is very important. In US Embassy, documentation is 80%, and then interview is like 20%. And then the interviewer, or the person who's doing who's conducting the interview, he has like 30 seconds. Just when he says, hi, how are you? What's your name? He has already determined whether he'll give you a visa or not. That's why you'll find that many people will go there. They have like tons of papers, documents in a file. They think that if I say I have my kids here in Kenya, they will live there, they'll give me a visa. Oh, I'm married. No, that's not a genuine reason why you should visit US. Yeah? Embassies are there to deny you visa. It's you who was to prove them wrong. Like, if you give me this visa, I'll go, I'll visit and come. Another thing, you need to have like how to call it, travel history. Travel history is very important. Yeah, from here, try with the countries that you don't need visas, or you need visas but they are easily available, like Dubai, Qatar. Go to South Africa, go to Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, go to Turkey. Yeah, at least have like a travel history, because when you submit your documents, they check even the travel history, and then they'll know if they can give you a visa or no. So Trump administration will affect the DV lottery, but I think for next year, but for this year is under Biden, so I don't know about it. But for next year, my friend, we have our king Trump. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.